Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 48's World, where we do soap opera reviews. I want to take this time out to thank you for coming to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. Anyway, please like and share my videos. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I don't have a pin. Yes, I do have a Pinterest account. I'm not sure what it is, but you can definitely share me and tell others about me and include my YouTube channel station so they'll have no problem getting to my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and tell many friends of yours as well as family members. And make sure you like and subscribe. Be the first to comment because I always like reading comments from my commentary and my visuals about how you like the particular episode. And if I didn't cover anything, we could dialogue a little bit about what I didn't cover and what I thought about it, if you want, at your leisure. Okay, the soap we're going to be discussing today is The Young and the Restless that aired at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time zone, on this Friday, June 17, 2016. Let me give you a little history of the episode today. We have Dylan and Nick confront Sharon. Ashley defends her family. Billy and Phyllis give into temptation. Okay, the first scene goes straight on into where Billy is explaining on the phone to Johnny, his son, why he can't spend this weekend with him. And Hannah, their babysitter, is, making sure he's listening on the phone and paying attention to what his dad is saying. And she's going to also relay the message to Victoria, I guess, as soon as she gets off the phone with him. And he thanks her for handling, the situation very well. And I'm pretty sure she will get a lot out of it. Here we go to Jack. Jack is asking Phyllis, do he know any other past key participants that she's going to be meeting with in Montreal, Canada? Phyllis says no. These are her own private contacts that she got interested in past key. And, the meeting is with them. It shouldn't be that long or whatnot. And, of course, Jack is all lovey-dovey with her. He ends up telling her he missing her already and she ain't even live from his eyesight. I mean, come on. Then Mr. Devon Winters, he comes on home from his business trip and he's greeted with his baby sister pretty much getting into him, tearing into him about his wife, Hillary. We go to Hillary. Hillary is getting on Ashley and Dr. Neville, and she's being mean about it. She's saying to both of them, y'all must want me to die and all of this, and how convenient it's just she's the one being affected and not Ashley. Just throwing little digs and stuff, and just, tearing into Dr. Neville as well. But then, we go from that scene, we go to Dylan and Nicholas. They're still at that same restaurant, bar hub, or whatever it is. And they're still going over Sharon's actions and her demeanors and her behavior and where it all stems from, which is from stages of death. She being with her, but she actually took her last breath, the baby, and all this other stuff. Then Sharon is still, they over there fighting still, telling Mariah how can she not tell Nicholas and Dylan the truth. And they're fussing about, are you sure you want to do this? Because you can't go back once you've already put the stuff out there. And then they hear a knock on the door. Mariah goes to open up the door, and she finds herself looking at Kevin. And that just put everybody in their tracks. Because really, Mariah was trying to get rid of Sharon, try to push out the door. But then when she was doing all that, she opened the door, and there was Kevin standing there. We leave there. We go back to Phyllis. Phyllis tells Jack she has to go to counter in Montreal. Jack says, well, I can probably take you myself, She said, no, I already called the car. And he like, look at you. You always thinking about me. I'm like, Jack, damn, pull your head out your ass or out of Phyllis' ass and just look at the, the writing on the wall, honey. Get from the abyss. Swim back to shore. Woo! He got on my nerve. But anyway, she skedaddled out of there. But she basically, we know where she going. I thought really her and Billy was going to try to go on out, go on out there to Montreal, Canada. But seems like they're going to stay at Billy's house, which is a dumbass idea. I don't know where they got that one from, but we all with it. Okay, we go back to Hillary. Hillary's still tearing into Ashley. And Dr. Neville, but Dr. Neville gets back with her. He puts her back in her place. He's tired of her pessimistic ways. He's tired of her dictatorial type ways or what we need to be doing. We ain't doing it quick enough. And he just had to put her in her place because evidently she don't understand that Ashley has put uh her scientific name on the line by being a practicing scientist and all of this stuff. Plus, she's putting herself on the line to go to jail if our shit falls loose. You know what I'm saying? So he said you need to respect her a little bit more. And I mean, I was all there for him because at first I didn't think he had a tongue other than to speak medical terminology and all that shit. But he got human. He's like, you ain't finna mess with my baby. She don't know she's my baby right now, but hey, this might be my future wife you talking to, and we ain't finna have that kind of shit. Oh, no, we not. Okay, so you better make sure that you know we are on your side. We on your team, honey. Now sit your ass down somewhere, okay? Before I tell the truth and they put my ass in jail, then you be sitting up there looking at some hours of living, okay? And so she kind of Hillary steps back for a moment, looks him up and down like, lost his goddamn mind for talking to her that kind of way. Who he think he is? Well, let's see. He's the doctor. He's very well known. He has his own little practice where he have a certain scope of medicine that's, gonna really put him out there in the medical almanacs if you really get this little drug to go through and it's really helping everyone and they're not relapsing. Damn, I think you're gonna be a lot bigger. Excuse me, a lot bigger than you, honey. But anyway, Hillary can't be not having the last word. Cause Ashley tears into her ass after Dr. Neville get into it while it's still open. And she got on and reminds her, don't come to the lab disturbing Dr. Neville while he's trying to work on this research. And goddamn, you sure don't come strapping at my brother's door. Because then I'm going to have to do work on you and let some police action get at your door that you're not going to be able to, what do you call it? Falsify out of or talk your way out of because my hands are they are clean. I don't know nothing about this situation. I was just told, but when it was all going around and all doing that and the comings and goings and all that, my name wasn't in it. I wasn't nowhere around. So technically, you ought to be scared of me. I'm not going to tell you that no more, Hillary. Okay? All right. So we leave from that situation because she done got her ass bit into twice on both cheeks. Okay? It's raw right now. So she just like, get it done or whatever, her shaking ass. And I ain't talking about her ass shaking. I'm just talking about her brain is fried and her hand is shaking. Okay? So she ain't have two good legs to stand on too much because she wobbling on them. So she needs to sit her ass down. Hell, several seats and the bed and the cover and the pillow. Okay? And turn the freaking lights out. But anyway, we leave from that situation because that's all Hillary's doing is blackmailing people. Blackmailing, Lily don't try to tell him, but she tells him again as he comes home early from his trip. And, Devon is still not wanting to hear the bad news, things about his wife. First, Lily done told him, well, yeah, she fell out, but hell, she was faking that shit. But, and Devon said, how you were faking it? Did y'all call the police? Not the police, did y'all call the paramedics? Did y'all get her to the hospital? What did you do for her? Yeah, we ain't do nothing for her because she woke up out the shit. And then she had like one of them wrong. She said she had low sugar. She didn't eat breakfast or lunch or dinner. Hell, who knows what she was? Who knows? That's why I guess she stayed like a size 4. Okay. Whew. But he was just so disgusted with them. But they were dropping knowledge to him and he was taking it all in. He was processing the shit. Okay. And so he was like, let me go find my wife because y'all done put all this shit on her. I don't know her side, but okay, I understand what y'all saying. I hear y'all loud and clear. But let me go get a little bit more knowledge on this subject that y'all are spewing out of y'all mouths and can't you sit up here endorsing it. But I ain't got nothing, I ain't got really nothing to say because you all supposed to take up for your wife. Okay. But okay. I just need to check this out myself. So we move on. We go to Phyllis. Phyllis is calling Billy on the phone. But she's actually outside, y'all, of his house and trying to talk to him on his doorstep, saying, I don't know if we should do this. Should we do this? I'm thinking about we shouldn't do this because once we get too far gone, we may not can come back. And then, he's like, wait a minute, because his doorbell had rung. And I think he kind of knew who it was. And when he opens up the door, Lord, there goes Phyllis sitting there or standing there at his doorstep. I'm like, what kind of freaky shit is this? Okay, that scene could have been cut out. That was just elementary. Damn, somebody get on them writers. Somebody write me a letter, okay? Anyway, we go to commercial. We come back. We have Mariah, Kevin, and Sharon. Mariah tells Kevin that her mom, Sharon, was just leaving to handle some errands, but Kevin is not believing the hype. He said, "Nah, baby, you got to come closer to that, to the truth, because I ain't believing that shit. We let it fly." He gonna let Sharon mosey her way on out, looking all disturbed and perplexed, and then he comes in and say, "Okay, now tell me the truth." Okay. Oh, we go to Dylan. We go Dylan and Nicholas. They're still at that little restaurant, bar pub, whatever you want to call it, and Nicholas is just not buying all of what Dylan is trying to sell him. He's been married to her a lot longer, and he knows when Sharon is not telling him the truth that things are going on. And of course, Nicholas is concerned because he thinks she may be relapsing and gonna, have everybody in freaking danger. Especially when it comes to a little baby Sully, which is baby Christian. But Nick, you got too many feelings on you on this baby because it's not yours, boo. Your dead wife told a lie on you and kept it, okay? But that's Alice's baby. But it's all gonna be good. She might let you keep it. I don't know. But we go back to Billy and Phyllis. They're both having a private picnic on his floor at his home. He done got it all set up for us. It's always cute. It's so cute and romantic. They're sitting on the floor, both making small talk. Him talking about brash and sassy. She talking about her passkey thing. It's all small talk, y'all. It ain't too much to be interested in. We go back to Hillary, Devon, and Jack. Hillary comes in. Well, I'm sorry. Devon comes in and surprised to see Devon. Well, I'm sorry. Hillary comes in and surprised to see Devon there because she gets a little startled. He's getting on her for not calling him, but Devon is pressuring her to tell him the truth. Okay? He said, "I heard all this shit from downstairs. Why didn't you call me? You knew it wouldn't took me but a second to get back here to you, honey. I'm still insistent, and I'm going to demand you go see a doctor." She trying to talk him out of it because she don't want him to know the truth and shit. Don't know why she don't want him to know the truth. I'm like, where they do that at and why? I mean, come on, you are his wife. Why the freaking you telling Jack the story, but you ain't telling your freaking husband, but you say you love him? Okay, we're moving on. Then we go to the door because Devon has to answer it because they're abruptly interrupted. And Jack comes in. He's knocking at the door. Devon, like what he really looking like he wants to say, "What the fuck you doing here? What the hell are you doing here?" Okay, I ain't got all my story straight before I want to confront you man to man. You know what I'm saying? Be younger man to older man, okay? But still, they got some good sense about themselves and they handle themselves in an adult appropriate fashion. So I ain't all mad at them. I ain't mad at them all. But Jack like, wait a minute now, brother, we ain't did that. We ain't did. Now your wife is fine. And I do like to swirl. I can swirl, okay? I ain't got no racial boundaries here. But it ain't like that, brother. It ain't like that. But anyway, Devon half-heartedly let him in because he ain't finished with his wife yet. And he know what Lily, his sister, had told him about her pushing up on Jack. And that it may or may not be a mutual thing. They don't think Jack's coming for her. But he like, a deer in headlights. He don't have a clue. He just got hooked up in there. But anyway, they go on and let Jack come in so he can go on and handle business. But I'm like, he a G. But there's seems like a little setting ain't that kosher because it seems like it should be a door to the bedroom. But they got like the bedroom, the den and all, not the den, but the little sitting area all encompassing one. So I don't know what kind of mess and why they ain't living in a house. I do not know. I'm just what's going on here? Is the house getting renovated or something? But anyway. Whew, we go to commercial. We come back. We on Billy and Phyllis. Billy's talking about brash and sassy to Phyllis, but Phyllis is being, a little pessimistic because he said she's telling him, "Well, look, boo, you knew what you were doing when you bought brash and sassy. You knew what kind of company you were buying. Hell, it was a cosmetic company, man. Did you not know you're gonna have to be between?" Discussing the not just the formulation of the cosmetic products such as the perfume, the lipstick, the eyeshadow, foundation, and all that kind of stuff. You're gonna have to pick little cute names for it. You know what I'm saying? Huh, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? So she tried hit him on the reels of that. But he knew he could do. He know what he got. Shoot, him and his sister can get in there. hell, him and he go to big court and say, baby, what you want this to be? I know I took your company, but I'm trying to make some money because I might give it back to you for your birthday or something like that. But hey, revenue is revenue, right? Keep it all in the family. So it was no big deal about that, but he was just saying he didn't know he had to really get down and do that kind of stuff. He was just thinking about making more revenue, the packaging, who's going to handle the merchandising, the shipping, all that kind of stuff. That's what he was talking about. But then we leave that situation. We go to Devon. Devon is going over with Jack about his wife possibly is working too hard. He just got notified of the situation where she fell out. Jack is totally agreeing with him about that. If she needs to take some time off, please do. He already know the damn scoop about her health failing and all that. So, of course, he's going to say the appropriate stuff that he needed to say and hoping that it doesn't come to her having a relapse. But it is what it is. At least she told him. She didn't even tell her freaking husband. Okay, so that's fucked up already. So we go back to Dr. Nelvin and Ashley. Ashley is still going over the comings and goings of the drug and making the needed changes. Because Dr. Neville was still praising Ashley for her, getting in front of the situation, not turning him in, this, that, and that. He's just feeling some kind of positive way towards her. And she said, thank you, baby. But you need to go on and work on this drug, getting it correct, just in case I may have a relapse. Okay. But right now, I know we're concerned about the other two, especially Hillary, whatever that may be concerning, but I don't want her to die because I might still want to pick at her and blackmail her a little bit more. So go on, scoop and skedaddle, get those changes made, okay? So he go on like a dutiful do person and go and try to work on that situation. We go back to Dylan and Nicholas. Nicholas is asking, Dylan, you don't begrudge me, and he don't begrudge you all, meaning Dylan and Sharon, to have happiness. Because, Dylan had told him that they want to replace Sage, not that they feel it's too soon, but, business got to be taking on business, you know what I'm saying? Got to have some people in positions to make the machine still flow. So, Nicholas like, y'all sit up here worried about that and my feeling, oh, that is too special. But guess what? Y'all don't have to do that. Damn, Tamara right here, she can have that job. I put a good word in for her. Tell her how she got a job. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Chelsea ain't worried about her own goddamn company because she's too much worried about Adam and getting on the run and stuff. So ain't nobody getting no paychecks right now. But that situation will resolve itself as well later on down, the line in future episodes. But, Sharon walks in and hears the conversation about this, that, and the other, and she's trying to figure out why her husband Dylan done sat and told Nicholas private stuff that I'm supposed to have been kept between them two. And, Dylan's like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I got loose lips, but it's all good. Hey, we just looking out for your best interest. Nicholas was worried, so I had to throw him a bone here and there. We go to commercial. We come back. We on Mariah and Kevin. Mariah is trying to deflect the questions that Kevin is posing and putting at her doorstep, okay? She's saying this, that, and that. She's trying to get his goal by bringing Natalie in the situation. He like, He just, like they playing tennis. She served him, he served her. She served him, he, make a love point. You know what I'm saying? And he like, sit your ass down and go and tell me the truth because I'm going to always him, be him for you, okay? Always and forever. Whether we together or not, it don't matter in that way, but we always gonna be friends, okay? So we move from there, we go back to Sharon. Sharon's getting on Dylan's ass for telling Nicholas about her dreams, her nightmares about Sage, Mariah in the situation of her, teaming up with her, working with her. He's just like, why you got loose lips, baby? Damn. And we leave that situation because Nicholas go on and try to console her, saying, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You cool with me, baby. You cool. I'm just like, I'm wanting what you and your husband got. Okay, I knew we once had it. You can't keep secrets from me. Tell me what's on your mind. Don't be getting yourself disturbed and distraught, honey. Because we don't need you to be going in the looting bin. We don't need that other piece to the puzzle. Okay, add it. Okay, then we go to Billy and Phyllis. Billy's still making small talk with Phyllis. Then they start kissing one another. Phyllis is feeling some kind of way. She's saying she's feeling awkward. She want to stop for a moment. It's moving too fast. I don't know what is moving too fast. Hey, you done did it before. We just need you to decide which man you want and go and get some divorce going and let people heal. Okay? You doing too much, Phyllis. You doing too much. You cannot have your cake and your meal at the same time. Okay? With the same person. You can't. I mean, with different people. You can't do that. Okay? Anyway, we leave that situation. We go to Jack. Jack is going over with Hillary about being more exposed within the community with enlisting the leaders of the community and fellow citizens about the foundation. And Devon is listening carefully, cutting his eye here and there, acting like he working on the computer on some business, but he not. But he ain't leaving the scene, especially when he don't got some added information thrown in one of his ears about Hillary maybe pushing up on Jack. But then he's thinking Jack may be pushing up on Hillary. So he's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So he ain't moving, y'all. I'm here all phone. Yes, get your tea. Hell, I would have been sitting right between the two of them on the sofa while they go and do their comings and goings about the business and the foundation. But, it is what it is. He's trying to be a G, do his work, but still paying attention to them. Then, Hillary goes to write down some information that Jack is spewing out his mouth, some names that she wanted to try to put on paper before she forget about it. Her hand starts to shake. Jack quickly looks at her, holds her hand, and he looks at Devon, but he still has her hand held down. So it won't be a situation where Devon noticed she has tremors in her hand and then be wanting to rush her out to the hospital. But Devon do catches. I guess he felt their voices break for a moment. He needs to see a hell. Are they locking lips or what? You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't hearing no chit chatting going on behind him. So he turned around without them really noticing him, and he saw Jack's hand on her hand. He like, oh hell no, sick now. It's shit finna break loose. But that wasn't that wasn't it. It seemed like they had wrapped up, so Jack causes himself, he finna get the hell on because he don't want no issues. And he sees her, kind of coming unglued with the tremors and stuff. So he's like, no, I'm gonna let you go on and rest because maybe that's what you need because you don't exert it yourself. So he excuses himself. And Hillary walks him or sees him out to the suite door and, ushers him out the door. And then she falls back like she's so exhausted, like she don't want to talk no more. But now you wanted to have this business little conversation with Jack. But Devon goes and asks Hillary what was the hell all that was about. And she looks startled at him at his comment. But he was standing his ground, okay? Then we go to Mariah and Kevin. Mariah's trying to tell Kevin to leave. She's not going to tell him anything. Kevin tells her she can trust him. So they got the little dog eyes they making at one another. So hopefully she will be trying to tell him something. Because he ain't leaving until she tell him something. Okay? We go to Dylan and Nicholas. And Dylan has told everything of what Sharon confided in him about not telling. But, like I said, Sharon getting in that ass. And Sharon don't usually get on folks' ass, but she don't definitely got her backbone. But she just can't believe, and like I said, Nicholas tries to console her. He goes on to console her and tell her, "Look, I'm glad he told me. At least I understand what you're going through. So now I can kind of relinquish some of that negativity that you're holding on to. Gonna do you, boo. Do you all day, every day. I ain't mad at you, honey." Then we go to Hillary. Hillary said it was just foundation talks, business stuff. That's it. Devon says that's not what I've been hearing. And then she said, "Oh yeah, it's your sister trying to drop dime on me, right? Oh whatever." Then they go into fussing a little bit. Then we go back to Ashley and Jack. Ashley is she ran into him at the athletic club, because that's why I say everybody hang out and congregate it. Ain't doing shit. But she finds her brother and she talks to him about coming back to J.A.T.F.B.S as one of the scientists or whatever, working on different projects. And he's like, okay, I don't have a problem with that, but can you tell me about this stuff about you paying people off? I'm kind of confused. When did you start paying lab techs off to get a drug pushed through the FDA? I'm not understanding that. Can you explain that? I need some explanation, please. All right. But she also tells Jack about not letting Hillary get her clutches into him. But he shut that shit down. He don't want to hear that no more. Okay. And Jack is looking at her. Like I said, he wants some answers. They both looking at each other kind of perplexed, confused, So they have a seat and they talk about it. We leave that situation. We go back to Phyllis and Billy. Phyllis is trying to convince herself to stay the weekend with Billy at his house, but she's not sure. She's not sure if that's what she want to do. She's trying to pull back from him and try to rethink things, trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. She's feeling guilty and all about being there in the whole situation. But Billy come and get on her, rubbing on her, talking sweet. We don't know what's going to happen. If we go to commercial, we come back. We're at Crimson Lights. We have Esther trying to give Nicholas a word of advice and a free cup of Java. That's coffee. And the advice she was given was a lot. It was very sound advice and it was warm advice. I was liking Esther for that. I'm like, you go ahead, girl. You go ahead. And that made Nicholas, let go of some animosity towards Dylan and Chelsea and the whole 9 yards. But he gonna be mad again when he find out Mr. Adam slept with his wife. But like I said, it was a bad situation, and he was told not to tell by Sage. So it is what it is. But hopefully he'll be off the chopping block, but he'll be back on the bad block with Nicholas. But Nicholas calls Dylan and tell him that it's okay to assume Constance Bingham's body again to get the evidence that he needs to get to send him over the paperwork or whatnot, or he'll come by and authorize it. So that's maybe something good in Adam's plea for his case, because we do know after some episodes we saw this week that Victor is behind the forgery of Sage's diary, and he's trying to get Adam back from what Adam had did to him and his testimony for putting him in jail pretty much. Okay, then we go to Kevin and Mariah. Again, he's gotten Mariah to tell him what she want. He's gotten Mariah to the point where she's exhausted and she's gonna spill her beans to him because she know Kevin is not gonna tell anything. She just needs somebody to let her concerns out to, because it's about to drive her crazy as well. When she's gonna open up her mouth to spill the beans, that's when Dylan and Sharon comes home, and both of them are looking all startled at each other. Like, I know you didn't tell him. I just had to get in my husband's ass about sharing too much secret. What the hell you done did? Because that's what basically all four of them are looking at each other. We leave that situation. We go to Kane and Lily. Lily's telling Kane she's just too tired, it's too exhausted. This whole thing with Hillary and the blackmail and shit. She just feel like she's just gonna sit back or just leave the whole shit alone. Kane telling her, baby, we winners, honey. We don't quit on anything. It may be looking bad right now, but it's always darkest before the dawn, honey. So no, you're gonna keep on down this road. It's gonna get better. We're gonna work out something. We're gonna come to something, because we're gonna get that helpful. Okay? Then we go back to Devon and Hillary. Hillary is trying to win Devon back on her side. And, she starts hugging him and carrying on. And then she grabs him and gives her a long, good hug. And she just looking all devilish and shit. And then she starts seducing him and taking off his clothes. And you know what's going to happen next. They're going to have love. Going to make him forget everything until he see Lily again. Or Jack in some questionable types scenes with his wife. That's going to make him question her again about it. So it's pretty much dead now, because he thinking with the wrong head now. So we're just gonna give him a break and just get on off of him. We go to Jack and Ashley. Jack is getting on Ashley about paying off the lab tech. Like I said, he's wanting Ashley to tell him the truth, because the situation she's gotten herself in, he don't believe she really has done anything to be in that situation, and he wants her to come clean. He wants to know who is she taking up for, who she covering for, because he know this is out her character. This is not how she raised, and this has never been a concern in her lifetime till now. What's the deal? What is it? And so he's pretty much putting her on blast, but we don't know Ashley's strong cookie. She might not say shit to the end. We go to the last and final scene, which is Billy trying to convince Phyllis to not leave, to stay with him for the weekend. And he's working his way on kissing her, embracing her. They doing the just do. I think it's gonna happen again. Phil's gonna come up with a goddamn baby, and Jack gonna think he the father, because he done been in that little snatch himself, which he has the right because he's her husband. But I bet she come up y'all pregnant, and that's gonna be another whole sight to behold. Okay, but that was The Young and the Restless for Friday, June 17th. Aired at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is my time zone. And I will see y'all next week, Monday coming, giving you more play-by-play and blow-by-blow of all the action that will partake on The Young and the Restless. Okay? Have a good weekend, guys, and blessings. Bye-bye.